Welcome to Coin Explorer. Imagine holding a 1974 United States Kennedy half-dollar in your hand and realizing that this small piece of metal has quietly traveled through decades of history. At first glance, it may look like just another coin, something ordinary that people once used in daily transactions without a second thought. But when you slow down and truly observe it, the coin begins to feel different. The portrait of President John F. Kennedy on the front is not just a design, it is a symbol of legacy, memory, and a powerful historical era preserved in metal. Every tiny mark on its surface reflects time, movement, and countless moments of exchange. Coins like this are not just currency, they are silent witnesses of real life unfolding over generations. Now shift your attention to the year engraved at the bottom, 1974. This single date places the coin in a very specific period of American history, a time filled with economic changes, social shifts, and evolving financial systems. The Kennedy half-dollar had already become widely recognized by this time, continuing the tribute first introduced in 1964. By 1974, the design was already iconic and deeply embedded in the American monetary system. Millions of these coins were minted, yet only a fraction remain in strong, well-preserved condition. Over time, circulation naturally causes wear, dullness, and small scratches. However, when a coin survives decades with noticeable detail and shine, it instantly becomes more fascinating to collectors and viewers alike. Take a closer visual look at the craftsmanship on the coin's surface. The obverse portrait of Kennedy shows fine sculpted lines, carefully designed to reflect dignity and strength. The reverse side displays the presidential seal, featuring an eagle with wings spread wide, holding arrows and an olive branch representing power and peace together. Every tiny star around the rim and every feather on the eagle was engraved with precision and artistic balance. When light moves across the coin, the relief design creates a subtle but captivating visual effect. This shifting reflection adds depth and motion to what would otherwise seem like a static object. That visual transformation alone can hold a viewer's attention from start to finish. Another important detail that adds depth to this coin's story is its composition. The 1974 Kennedy half-dollar was struck using a copper-nickel-clad composition rather than silver, marking a significant transition in U.S. coinage. While many people assume only silver coins are valuable or collectible, the reality is far more complex. Rarity, condition, and preservation often matter more than metal content alone. Coins from transitional periods in monetary history tend to gain long-term interest because they represent economic adaptation. This coin reflects a time when the U.S. Mint adjusted materials while maintaining artistic quality. Its durability also means that well-kept examples can still look visually impressive even after decades of existence. Condition is where the narrative becomes even more engaging and suspenseful. A heavily circulated coin may appear common, but a well-preserved 1974 half-dollar can look almost untouched by time. Professional grading evaluates factors like luster, strike sharpness, and surface preservation. Even the smallest details, such as the clarity of Kennedy's hair strands or the crisp edges of the eagle's wings, can influence collector perception. This microscopic level of attention transforms coin evaluation into a discovery process. Viewers become naturally curious, watching closely to spot fine details. That sense of discovery keeps engagement strong because the audience feels like they are uncovering hidden value rather than just observing a simple object. What truly heightens curiosity is the discussion surrounding rare and exceptional examples of coins from this era. While most 1974 Kennedy half-dollars are commonly found in circulated condition, certain rare varieties, ultra-high-grade specimens, or unique characteristics have drawn attention in specialized numismatic markets. In rare and well-documented auction scenarios, extraordinary coins from similar contexts have been associated with valuations reaching around $1.1 million. This figure does not apply to every coin of this type, but it highlights how rarity, condition, and collector demand can significantly influence recognition and auction discussions. The idea that a small coin could hold such historical and collectible importance naturally keeps viewers emotionally invested. Mint marks add another layer of intrigue that many people overlook at first glance. A tiny letter near the date can reveal where the coin was minted, such as Philadelphia or Denver. These small details may seem insignificant, yet they can greatly affect collector interest and long-term desirability. Different mint facilities often produce coins with subtle variations in strike quality, texture, and finish. Even a slight variation can transform an ordinary-looking coin into something more collectible. This detail-focused exploration builds suspense and encourages viewers to stay attentive rather than skipping any part of the video. Think about the journey this coin may have taken since 1974. It may have passed through countless hands, been stored in drawers, carried in pockets, or saved in personal collections. Each stage of its life leaves microscopic evidence on the surface. Over decades, environmental exposure, handling, and circulation gradually shape its appearance. Coins that retain strong luster and sharp details after 50 years become increasingly special. Proper storage, such as protective holders and stable environments, can slow down natural deterioration. This preservation journey adds emotional weight to the coin's story. It makes viewers realize they are not just looking at metal, but at a time-traveling object that survived generations. The historical atmosphere of the 1970s also enhances the storytelling appeal of this coin. During that decade, the United States experienced economic challenges, inflation concerns, and evolving financial structures. Coins like the Kennedy half-dollar quietly circulated through these major changes, becoming part of everyday transactions and personal savings. Many were lost, heavily worn, or removed from active use over time. The surviving examples now serve as miniature historical artifacts, connecting modern viewers directly to the past. This connection naturally deepens engagement because the audience begins to see the coin as a piece of history rather than just currency. Visual presentation plays a powerful role in maintaining viewer attention when showcasing a coin like this. Proper lighting highlights the natural luster and fine engraving details beautifully. Slow rotations of the coin under light reveal textures and reflections that are invisible at a glance. Close-up shots of the date, portrait, and reverse design create a cinematic and immersive viewing experience. As reflections shift across the surface, the coin appears more dynamic and visually compelling. This visual storytelling technique transforms a simple coin into an object of curiosity and fascination. It encourages viewers to watch closely instead of skipping ahead, maintaining strong engagement throughout the video. Another reason this coin holds attention so effectively is the balance between familiarity and mystery. On one hand, the Kennedy half-dollar is widely recognized and historically significant. On the other hand, the possibility of rare high-grade examples and exceptional specimens introduces an element of suspense. When viewers hear about auction discussions and extraordinary valuations reaching around $1.1 million in rare documented cases, curiosity naturally intensifies. This does not create unrealistic expectations, but instead adds depth to the narrative. It shows how collector demand, rarity, and condition can significantly transform perception over time, making the story far more compelling and engaging. Ultimately, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar represents a blend of history, artistry, preservation, and long-term collector intrigue. Its journey from minting to modern observation creates a layered and captivating narrative. While most examples remain modest in everyday market value, the rare and exceptional specimens discussed in auction circles, sometimes associated with figures near $1.1 million in documented high-end scenarios, keeps the intrigue alive. Every detail, from the engraved portrait to the preserved luster, contributes to its lasting fascination. The more closely you observe it, the more its story unfolds, naturally holding attention until the very final moment. Sometimes the smallest objects carry the biggest stories, and a simple coin like this can hold decades of history waiting to be discovered.